Have you ever wondered what it would be like to witness the birth of a king? Not just any king, but the King of Kings. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a cold, starry night in ancient Bethlehem. The air is thick with anticipation, and the world is about to change forever. This is the story of the most extraordinary birth in history, the birth of Jesus Christ. But it's not just a story, it's a moment that split time in two, forever altering the course of humanity. Our journey begins in a small town called Nazareth, where a young woman named Mary receives an unexpected visitor. An angel appears to her, bringing news that would shake the foundations of the world. "Do not be afraid, Mary," the angel says, "for you have found favor with God. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Jesus." Mary, bewildered but faithful, accepts this divine calling. But the road ahead is far from easy. She's engaged to a carpenter named Joseph, and explaining her miraculous pregnancy is no simple task. Joseph, a righteous man, initially plans to divorce her quietly. But God intervenes, sending an angel to Joseph in a dream, assuring him of Mary's faithfulness and the divine nature of her child. As Mary's pregnancy progresses, a decree goes out from Caesar Augustus that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This seemingly mundane event sets in motion a journey that will fulfill ancient prophecies. Joseph and Mary, heavy with child, must travel from Nazareth to Bethlehem, the town of Joseph's ancestors. Picture this: a young couple, one on the verge of giving birth, traveling nearly 100 miles through rugged terrain. The journey is arduous, filled with danger and uncertainty. Yet, they press on, guided by an unseen hand. Finally, they arrive in Bethlehem. The town is bustling, overflowing with people who've come for the census. Joseph, desperate to find a place for Mary to rest, goes from inn to inn. But everywhere they turn, they're met with the same response: no room. Can you imagine the frustration, the fear? Mary's time is near, and they have nowhere to go. In a moment of desperation, an innkeeper offers them the only space he has left, a stable, a place meant for animals. And it's here, in this humble setting, surrounded by the lowing of cattle and the smell of hay, that the miracle occurs. Mary gives birth to her firstborn son. The King of Kings enters the world not in a palace, but in a manger. But this birth doesn't go unnoticed. In the fields nearby, shepherds are watching their flocks. Suddenly, the night sky erupts with light as an angel appears to them. "Do not be afraid," the angel proclaims. "I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord." The shepherds, awestruck, hurry to Bethlehem. They find Mary, Joseph, and the baby, just as the angel had said. These simple men become the first witnesses to the greatest event in history. Meanwhile, in a distant land, wise men see a star unlike any other. They understand its significance. A new king has been born. They embark on a long journey, following this celestial sign to find the child. But not everyone welcomes this news. King Herod, hearing of a new king's birth, is threatened. He orders a horrific act, the killing of all boys under 2 in Bethlehem. Joseph, warned in a dream, flees with Mary and Jesus to Egypt, where they remain until Herod's death. This part of the story reminds us that even from the beginning, Jesus' life was marked by both wonder and danger. The forces of darkness recognized the threat this child posed to their power, but they could not prevail against God's plan. As we reflect on this incredible story, we're left with so many questions. Why would the God of the universe choose to enter the world in such a humble way? Why shepherds and not kings as the first witnesses? What does this tell us about the nature of God and his love for humanity? The birth of Jesus is more than just a beautiful nativity scene we set up each Christmas. It's a radical statement about God's character. The creator of the universe choosing to become one of us, vulnerable and dependent. It's a story that turns our expectations upside down. This baby in a manger would grow up to challenge religious and political authorities, to heal the sick, to befriend the outcast, and ultimately to die on a cross and rise again, offering hope and redemption to all of humanity. As we come to the end of our journey through this incredible story, I want to challenge you. What does the birth of Jesus mean for you today? How does it change the way you see the world, the way you treat others, the way you understand your own worth? This coming Christmas 2025, as you gather with family and friends, as you exchange gifts and share meals, take a moment to reflect on the greatest gift ever given, a king who came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. If you've been moved by this story, I encourage you to dig deeper. Read the accounts in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke. Talk to others about what this means to you. And most importantly, consider how this story of a king born in a manger might transform your own life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the greatest story ever told. May the peace and hope of that first Christmas be with you today and always. Please hit the notification bell, subscribe, like, and comment. You are blessed.